Om Shanti. Good evening to all. English. So today we will discuss Murli, and I request to Shalu Didi, please explain the Murli. So over to Shalu Didi.
Om Shanti, and good evening to all of you. Before starting today's Murli, we'll just do some meditation exercise of a few minutes. First of all, the very basic consciousness, the original consciousness, that we all are energies playing a role using this costume on this world drama stage. This is the basic awareness. This is the very first knowledge, very first chapter which God teaches as a teacher. The second important point of knowledge is that we all are at this present moment. We are at confluence age. This is age of transformation, transformation for better. This is a journey. This is the time to make a journey towards enlightenment, journey towards lightness, journey towards fulfillment. Supreme Himself has become our teacher. He is passing His knowledge through an instrument named Brahma. He is teaching us to lead a pure life. He is teaching us to lead a pure life at all levels. Purity at the level of thoughts and emotions, purity at level of words, and purity at level of actions. He is making us worthy of worship. He is teaching us such a high knowledge that our characters become like the characters of deities. His knowledge transforms not only the human souls, his knowledge transforms even five elements of nature. When we souls inculcate his knowledge, then that creates a difference not only at individual level but also on a mass level, on a massive scale. He is not only teaching us, but he is also empowering us. He is also giving us powers to inculcate the knowledge which he is teaching. We are not alone in this journey of transformation. He is there with us at each and every step. Like a guide, guiding us, holding us when we feel weak, giving us wisdom, giving us light when we feel confused. this path of spirituality, this path of spiritual transformation, this path of transformation of the spirit has become easy for us just because Almighty Authority is our companion. He is always there for us. Just a step away from us. We only need to connect to Him, and He starts showering His powers, His wisdom, His love on all of us. With this awareness, with this faith, today we'll start the Murli, the flute of knowledge, spoken himself by ocean of knowledge. Om Shanti. So yesterday we discussed about the Murli. We read a Murli also, and it was very much focused on inculcation of divine virtues. And today is Sunday, and on Sunday, as we discussed yesterday also, that there is Avyakt Murli, and Avyakt Murli is the Murli which is very much focused on one topic. Sakar Murli is a combination of all the subjects of knowledge, all the subjects, knowledge, meditation, inculcation, and service. But Avik Murli is very much in a single direction. So today is Sunday, and the Murli is very much focused on the subject of purity. So in this Murli, we'll see that how God defines purity. In terms of God, what purity is. Let's start the Murli. 24th January 2021, and this Murli is actual date of the Murli is 17-10-1987. Now we are repeating this in 2021, and the topic is the decoration of Brahmin life is purity. Purity is a virtue. Purity is also a power, and we are called as Brahmins in this sentence. Why we are called Brahmin? Brahmin is not representing any caste. It is basically representing the behavior. Because Brahmin means pure. Brahmin means pure thoughts, pure actions, pure words. And because we are listening the knowledge which was delivered by the Supreme through Brahma, that is why we are also titled as Brahmins. And if we are starting a Brahman life, then the decoration of that life is purity. So let's start the Murli. Today, Bapdada is looking at his children from everywhere in the world who are particularly going to be worthy of worship. So, the God is looking all over the world, especially on those children who are making efforts, who are transforming themselves to a level that they become so worthy that they can be worshipped. Out of the whole world, so few become invaluable, worthy of worship jewels. In the whole world, very few make such intense efforts, such intense purusharth that they transform themselves to, they become so invaluable by transforming that they become worthy of worship jewels. Only the worthy of worship jewels, only the worthy of worship souls become the special lights of the world. So the souls who uplift themselves up to so extent that they become so worthy that they can be worshipped. So they become the special lights of the world. What that means, lights of the world, that means they become the source of spreading the positivity in the world. They become the source of spreading enlightenment, spreading the knowledge, spreading the love, spreading the powers among the souls and to the five elements of nature also. Just as when there is no light, that means no life in a body, there is no world. Just as when there is no soul in the body, there is no world. In the same way, if in this world there were not you elevated, worthy of worship souls, you lights of the world would have no importance. You know, it is said that very few souls are there in the world who are holding that power of purity, who are holding that power, who are holding that light, which is holding the whole world. Those few souls are the souls who are connecting themselves to the Supreme. Those few souls can be the souls who are doing it and who are doing intense tapasya by sitting in the caves. Those are the souls who are very incognito, but who are the source of spreading the light, who are source of spreading the faith in the world. The golden age, the first age, and the Sato Pradhan age, the new world begins with you, special souls. You, worthy of worship souls, are the images of support for the new world. So, you souls have so much importance. So, in that directly, Supreme Father is explaining the importance what those souls are having who are making continuous efforts on themselves and transforming themselves. You worthy of worship souls are the new lights for the world. Your stage of ascending becomes instrumental in taking the world into its elevated stage. So this is also a very important thing. That when we souls start uplifting ourselves, then we as a single entity are not uplifting only. That impact is going at a massive level. We are not uplifting individually. That impact is going on the five elements of the nature also. That impact is going on other souls also, and other souls also get the inspiration of transforming themselves from us. So our ascending stage is becoming instrument in taking the world into its elevated stage. When you enter the stage of falling down, the world too enters into the stage of falling down. When we saw the time cycle, it was golden age and then it was silver age. So why there was downfall? Because the souls were falling down. The battery of the souls was getting discharged. So this is the same line which is explaining that when you fall down, so that impact can be seen all around. When you fall down, then the quality of five elements of nature also comes down. Your thoughts, your emotions start polluting the nature also. You start your thoughts, your emotions start polluting the environment, the the neighborhood also. When you are transformed, the world is transformed. You are such great source with such importance. So the first paragraph is he is reminding us that how important we are, how important the energy we are creating, and how important our transformation, how important our transformation is impacting on others, is giving impact on others, positive impact on others, and how when we are creating something negative inside, how that is also causing a downfall in the world. So this first paragraph is all about the importance because supreme supreme soul is the one who knows our true form, what we used to be, what was our original identity as a soul, how powerful we used to be, how strong, how much controlling power we used to have. He remembers this. We have forgotten. Just as we shared the story of Hanumanji, that how he was sitting sad, and someone came and he reminded him that you can fly. Why are you sad? And then he flew away, and then he went to Lanka and met Sitaji and burned the Lanka into fire. So this same what exactly this time Supreme Father, as a teacher, he is reminding us what we used to be. You are so important. Your importance is so much that when you uplift this, the world uplifts. When you come to the downfall, you are falling down. The world is also falling down. You are lights of the world. So now next, today, Bab Dada was looking at all the children. To become a Brahmin, now he is explaining what is the meaning of becoming a Brahmin. To become a Brahmin means to become worthy of worship. Brahmin means to change the behavior, to change the thought level, to change the consciousness level. Brahmin does not mean to change the caste. Uh, Even when we go back to the Indian history, when all the castes were depending on what work the people used to do. Later on, it became a rigid system, but initially, the one who used to teach others, who used to give knowledge to others, was called Brahmin. So later on, it became a rigid caste system. So there, Brahmin means to become worthy of worship, because Brahmins become deities, and deities means worthy of worship. Because we have become Brahmin to transform for a better, and transformation means to transform ourselves to such an elevated character called deities. So deity means worthy of worship. All deities are worthy of worship. Nevertheless, they are definitely number wise. So now, Supreme is explaining very minute details that all deities are worshipped, but not at the same level. Some deities are worshipped by hundreds and thousands of people. Some deities are worshipped by very few handful of people. Some temples of deities are open throughout an year, and some temples are open once in a year. So there is a difference in worshipping different deities, but all are worshipped. This is final. Some deities are worshipped regularly in the right way, and some deities are not. Every action of some deities is worshipped. There are temples in which every action of deity is worshipped. How, like, now he is sleeping, now he is having food, now he is taking rest, now he is taking nap. So every action is worshipped of few deities, whereas for others, not all of their actions are worshipped. Some are decorated in the right way every day, whereas others are not decorated every day. They are superficially decorated, but not with the right method. Some are decorated from head to toe. The idols of some deities are decorated from head to toe. Each and every ornament is very perfect, but some are not decorated with that much perfection. In front of some deities, Devotional songs are sung all the time, whereas those songs are sung only sometimes in front of others. What is the reason of all this? All of you are called Brahmins, all of you study knowledge and yoga, and yet why is there this difference? There is a difference in dharana. So, as a teacher, he's explaining very minute detail that why some deities are the worshipping of some deities is happening in a perfect way. Some day worshipping of some is not happening in that much perfect way. Why? Because as when there is a time of transformation, that means this present moment, we all are doing meditation, we all are listening to the knowledge. But why the difference is there? The difference is because we are we are different from each other at level of dharana. We are different from each other when it comes to the subject of inculcation. We listen to the knowledge, but how much we are implementing that knowledge in ourselves and using that knowledge, how much we are transforming ourselves. Maybe we are transforming ourselves at a very superficial level. We are just behaving that we have transformed just to show that we have learned something and we are changing, but internally there is the same vices are sitting inside, and we have not changed from inside, but outside we are showing. So so the remembrance of this act is in the form that the deity is worshipped with not that much perfection, only superficially it is worshipped. Or we can say that sometimes it in this present state of Brahman life, sometimes we are very much very we are having a very good stage. We are just like flying angels, and sometimes very down, very low energy, very low mood. So there are so much ups and downs. So this thing is represented in bhakti as that some deities are worshipped in few months of a year with so much enthusiasm, but in few months the temples are closed. So Supreme is connecting both of these things in a very beautiful way. However, do you know on the basis of which particular dharana it becomes number wise? Now, initially he said that the difference is because of there is a difference in inculcation of knowledge. Now he is becoming very much specific and he is asking, do you know which specific dharana, which specific inculcation, which specific virtue I am talking about, because of which this all difference in stages is being created? Now, the answer is the special basis of becoming worthy of worship is purity. Answer is the special basis of becoming worthy of worship is purity. The more you adopt all types of purity, the more you become worthy of worship in every way. So, what are different types of purity? So, this will be explained further in this paragraph. Those who easily adopt purity constantly with the right method as their original and eternal virtue are those who become worthy of worship with the right method. That means those who have adopted the purity in complete sense, not in half or not in quarter sense, in complete sense, they have accepted that purity is my eternal nature. Purity is my original behavior. This is my original virtue. Then they become worthy of worship with the right method. What are all the types of purity? Now, the question is, what are all the types of purity? Those souls who easily and automatically pull their responsibilities in all their connections and relationships to the soul, whether in knowledge or without knowledge, through their every thought, word, and deed, with a constantly pure attitude, vision, and vibrations, are said to have all types of purity. So, this is complete definition of purity. The souls who, while performing their relationships, while coming in connection with their relationships, by performing their responsibilities, they are having constantly pure attitude, vision, and vibration. These three levels: pure attitude, constantly, not sometimes, constantly pure attitude, pure vision, and pure vibrations. Attitude is leading to the vibrations, and attitude is leading to the vision also, are said to have all types of purity, even in your dreams. Now, just understand the depth of purity in this sentence. Even in your dreams, let nothing be lacking in adopting all types of purity for yourself and for others. For instance, if celibacy is broken even in your dreams, or if you perform actions or speak to another soul under the influence of jealousy or anger, if your interaction with that one is based on even a trace of anger, that would also be considered to be breaking the vow of purity. It's such a deep definition of purity. Even in the dreams, if you are performing any actions which are under the influence of jealousy, which are under the influence of anger, even a trace of anger, then that would be considered to be breaking the vow of purity. Just think about it. Just think about it. Even if even dreams have such an effect, then how much effect would actions performed physically have? Even dreams are breaking the vow, then if we perform any action practically under the by breaking the vow of celibacy, or by having a trace of anger or jealousy or hatred for somebody, then we are definitely breaking the vow of purity. This is why an idol that is damaged is never worthy of worship. Khandit Murti in Hindi we call that. If there is a khandan of any idol, there is some damage in the idol, that idol is not placed in the temple. Damaged idols are not placed in the temples, they stay in the museums of today. Devotees do not go there, there is just their praise. They are very old idols, that is all. They call the damage of physical limbs breakage, but in fact, there is some breakage of observing purity in any way, then that soul becomes deprived of receiving a worthy of worship status. In bhakti, they are saying that if there is some damage uh, in some physical organ uh, of a idol of a deity, like some damage in the hand, or there is some crack in the face, or some damage in the leg, then they say that this is a damaged idol and this cannot be worshipped. But actually, that what that is representing, that if we are missing purity at some level in our life, then we cannot become that much uplifted, we cannot become that much elevated, that we can be worshipped there, that our each and every action can be a can be an action which can be followed by others, which can give inspiration to others. In the same way, if all four types of purity are observed in the right way, then the worship too is in the right way. Purity in your mind, words, actions, relationships, and connections are included in actions. And dreams is called complete purity. So the four levels. First is mind, purity in your mind. That means your thoughts, your emotions, your attitude. Then purity in your words. Then purity in your actions. Actions means while coming in relationships, while coming in connections with someone. And then the purity is in your dreams is called complete purity. Okay. So we'll just do that much today. And then moving forward, so this is the love and remembrance given by the Supreme in the end. So this, you can say, in this love and remembrance, while he speaks, he gives so many titles to each and every children. So we'll just read it out. To all the supremely worthy of worship elevated souls. First title is Supremely Worthy of Worship Elevated Souls. To all the intense effort making souls who reach their aim of all types of complete purity. To the souls who become embodiment of success by performing every action in the right way. See, the titles are so high. The first is supremely worthy of worship elevated souls. The second is who are making intense efforts to reach that highest level of purity. Third is to the souls who become embodiment of success by performing every action in the right way. To the special souls who are decorated with the decoration of purity at every moment. Bab Dada's love filled remembrance. And we, such an elevated souls, we souls who are carrying such a high titles given by the Supreme. We are also responding to our Father, to our spiritual Father, with love, remembrance, and namaste. Now, different groups used to come at that point of time, and one group is meeting to Bab Dada, and what he's saying to that group. Let's just go through this paragraph. He's saying, or he's asking, that do you consider yourself to be the most fortunate ones in the world? The whole world is calling out for the elevated fortune, that their fortune should open, whereas your fortune has already opened. What could give greater happiness than this? You have the intoxication that the bestower of fortune is your father, do you not? You know, uh, we just share a story regarding this, that Supreme himself has become ours. The bestower of fortune, Bhagya Vidhata, has become ours. He belongs to us. And he's accepting that, yes, I belong to you, I'm there for you. So we just share a story about this, that once a king uh, did an exhibition of very beautiful things, very precious things. Uh, and he announced in his kingdom that whosoever wants to, whatever they like, they can come and take from that exhibition. And there was a long queue, and people were coming and they were roaming around, and whatever they liked, they take it with them. But there was a little girl who was since last 2 3 hours she was like roaming around, but she was not taking away anything with her. And the king was observing him since last half an hour. So the king went to that girl, and he said that what what do you want? He asked the girl that what do you want. So he said that this is an exhibition, and whatever you want to take, you just put your hand above that thing, and that thing becomes yours. So the girl just saw at everything, and then she looked towards the king, and she put her hand over his head. Now the king belongs to the girl. Now whatever belonged to the king, that also belongs to the girl. So the same is happening with us. We used to call out to God, and we used to ask very small things, give me job, give me this, give me this. Now the time has come that he himself has become ours. Now we don't need to ask such small things, because whatever belongs to him is now belonging to us. And that is such a high uh, that is such a high power, that when everything belonging to him becomes ours, then we do not need to ask anything. Uh, we are not the beggars now. We are the one who are having the claim on his property. So just imagine what the fortune would be of someone whose father is the bestower of fortune. So we say that, just suppose that you are the one who write the fortunes of others, and What kind of fortune would you write for your children? Suppose you are having two children. So, and you are having the total authority of whatever you want to write in their fortune. You are having the capability and you are having the authority of writing that. So, what would you write? So, the same is happening with us. The bestower of fortune is now our Father. Could there be greater fortune than this? Therefore, always have the happiness that fortune is your birthright. Children have a right to all the property that belongs to their father. So, what does the bestower of fortune have? The treasure of fortune. You now have a right to those treasures. So, always continue to sing the song, Vah, my fortune and my father, the bestower of fortune, and fly in happiness. So this is something which he is, this is a this is the knowledge of intoxication of happiness. We are he is reminding us that who is belonging to you, what you have achieved, or who with whom you are making a connection, with whom you are talking, with whom you are sharing a beautiful relation. He is not someone ordinary, he is almighty. So just create this thought, and then by creating this thought, whatever the thoughts of sadness or low energy thoughts are coming, they'll just go away and you'll start dancing in happiness. What else would one who has such elevated fortune need? Everything is included in fortune. A fortunate person has everything: body, mind, wealth, and people. An elevated fortune means that nothing is unattained. Do you lack anything? I want a house. I want a good house. I want a good car. No, someone who has found happiness of mind has attained everything, not just a car, but that one has found plentiful treasures. In Hindi, this is like not just a car, Karun ka khajana, plentiful treasures you have found. So there is nothing unattained. You are such fortunate ones. What use is there in having a desire for perishable things? What exists today will not exist tomorrow. So why have any desire for it? Therefore, always stay in the happiness of the imperishable treasures. So he's saying that do not go after the perishable things. Perishable things will automatically come. You stay in the happiness of imperishable treasures that are with you now and will go with you. Those buildings, cars, and money will not go with you, but these imperishable treasures. What he is talking about? The treasures of happiness, the treasure of purity. Purity is itself a treasure, the treasure of peace, the treasure of power will be with you for many births. This will be carried by the soul, but the money, the car, and the house will not be carried by the soul. That will be enjoyed by the body and will be left there, and the soul will change the body. No one can snatch them. This treasure, no one can snatch this treasure. If you are full of love, no one can snatch that attitude of yours. If you are full of peace, no one can snatch that calmness from you, silence, that serenity from you. No one can snatch them away from you. No one can loot them. You yourself have become immortal and have found the imperishable treasures. This elevated reward will stay with you for birth after birth. It is such a huge fortune. Where there is where there are no desires, where you ignorant of the knowledge of desires. In Hindi it is called Ichha Matram Avidya, ignorant of the knowledge of desires. We do not know uh, that what we want. We are not even having a single thought that we want this because we have everything. It is because you have attained such elevated fortune from the Father, the bestower of fortune. So now let's move to the blessing of today. The blessing is, may you be a double light angel who donates virtues through your deeds. So some people think that we want to help others, we want to do some donation. So in today's blessing, a beautiful donation is discussed. The donation of virtue through your deeds. Karam se guno ka daan. donation of virtue through your deeds. The faces and the deeds of children who donate virtues through their deeds are seen as those of angels. Suppose, suppose you are interacting with the person, and the person is is not in a good mood. Uh, he's he has lost his temper in front of you, and still you are behaving with respect. Still you are behaving with humility, with calmness, with peace. And someone else standing far away, observing both of you, seeing both of your body languages, and you are very much calm, very much peaceful. So, through this action of yours, you are donating the virtue of peace, virtue of calmness to the one who is observing both of you. So, you have become an angel for him. They experience themselves to be double light, that is, they are light, that means bright, and also light, that means weightless. So, double light. They do not feel anything to be a burden. They experience help in every action they perform as though some power is making them move. Because through every action, they are spreading a positive energy. Someone is giving them blessings, and those blessings are making their life very much light, very much easy. Because of being great donors in all their actions, they receive blessings and good wishes from everyone. Such a beautiful way to get the blessings. We are correcting our actions. We are making a good karmic account. Second benefit. Third benefit, we are even getting the blessings also, which are helping us. So this is so beneficial deed. The slogan of today's Murli is become a star of success in service. Do not be weak. So while when it comes to the subject of service, so become a star of success. Do service, use as much as you can. Serve others, serve yourself as much as you can. Suppose you are having very much jealousy or very much hatred inside, and now you are working on that, and you are converting that hatred or jealousy into love and care. So you are serving yourself first, and then you are serving others also. So become a star of success in service. Do not be weak. Okay. Oh, Shanti. So before going to question and answer session, we will take we will do 5 minute meditation exercise based on this Murli itself. So take a deep breath, bring your focus, detach yourself from your surroundings for next 5 minutes. Come to your own world. See yourself not as a male or female, not as a role. See yourself as a soul who is performing different kind of roles in the whole day. Now just remind yourself that whom do you belong to as an energy? Whom do you belong to? Our first relationship as an energy is with the Supreme. As an energy, He is our Father, He is ocean, and we are rivers. Now just come to the realization that with whom we are sharing this relation of Father. He is not an ordinary soul. He is the supreme authority. He is the highest of high. He is the one who never comes under the influence of five elements of nature. Just do this journaling and try to realize that whom we are connected with. Just see yourself as a shining star and also see the supreme, the highest authority in Paramdham. He is also a shining star. Shift your consciousness from earth, from materialistic world, to the world of peace, to the world of light, to the incorporeal world. This is our eternal home, home for all souls, and home of Supreme Soul also. Just visualize that you are in Paramdham and you are in your original, truest form. No trace of any vice. You are totally viceless, totally pure, a brilliant diamond with no flaw, a flawless diamond. Just stabilize yourself for a few seconds in this stage of perfection, in this highest world, in this soul world. See the Supreme Soul in front of you. He loves you so much. His love is unconditional. He is the bestower of fortune, and now He is yours. The time is gone when we used to ask the fortune from the Supreme, as He belongs to us. So whatever property belongs to Him is now ours. We are having the birthright on His property. And He is very happy to give all His property to us. He doesn't want to hold anything back. He is there to fulfill us. He is there to empower us. So just think that He is showering everything He has upon us. We are under the canopy of His powers, His love. We are we are such fortunate souls who are experiencing His presence, who are able to experience the beautiful relation of Father with the Supreme, who are able to experience beautiful relation of a friend with the Supreme. Just smile on your fortune. Feel proud. And also remind yourself that this is the time to fully utilize this fortune. This is the time to give my best to transform myself. This is the time to become worthy of worship. This is the time to awaken the character of deity sitting inside me. And while performing all this, I am not alone. The guidance of Supreme is there with me. The knowledge of Supreme is there with me. The powers of Supreme are there with me. The help of Supreme is there with me. Just sit in this consciousness for a few seconds. Be totally concentrated on yourself, on what you have to do, on your aim, and be also concentrated on the one to whom I belong to. Just enjoy these moments of silence, these moments of elevated consciousness. Just enjoy the presence of the Supreme. Enjoy the protection you feel in His presence. Enjoy the safety you feel in His presence. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
ओम शांति। तो किसी को अगर कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना है तो आप अपना हैंड रेज भी कर सकते हैं। या चैट विंडो में पर भी आप भेज सकते हैं, या किसी को अपना एक्सपीरियंस भी शेयर करना है तो आज के दिन हम एक्सपीरियंस शेयरिंग भी आप किसी को अगर डायरेक्ट अपना लेफ्ट हैंड साइड का माइक अनम्यूट करके भी आप बोल सकते हैं। जी, आपने जो मैसेज भेजा है कि ओके
Om Shanti Didi. Thank you for explaining the Murli with examples. It is very, very helpful to understand. My question is, can you please explain the double light part a little more clearly, please? Thank you. Om Shanti.
Okay, Om Shanti, Anubhe. Yes, the double light means the blessing. There was the word double light. The one light is the light, like we switch on the light in the room and it spread the ray in the room and that removes the darkness. And the second light is the lightness. That means we are not feeling heavy, we are feeling very light. That sometimes we say that lightweight phone or lightweight laptop. So that is the second type of light. So the first type of light is that we become light. That means we are having the light of knowledge. Knowledge is considered to be light because this the knowledge shows us the right path whenever we feel confused, whenever we feel stuck. Then if we have the right knowledge in our intellect, then that knowledge becomes the instrument to show us the right path. So that is the first light. And the second light is that when we are performing the right actions, when we are getting the blessings from others, then our mental stability or the mental stage, mentally we feel very light. We do not feel any burden because because generally burden is felt when we create some negative karmic account with others. But if we are taking a very good care of of doing good karmas, of doing the karmas of doing the karmas which are helping others or which are very much elevated. We are doing the karmas with elevated consciousness, with pure consciousness. Then our mental stage also become very light, not heavy. So these are the two meanings of light.
What about supreme light, Didi?
Supreme light is making us both light, because supreme light is giving us the light of knowledge, and supreme light is teaching us how to do right karmas and be light. So supreme light is the one who is making us double light.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Didi.
Thank you. Someone has shared that yesterday there was a very simple homework was to have a cheerful face. So someone shared that he could practice smiling many times, but also missed sometimes. That is okay. But if we keep on giving attention, then one day our face will also be like ever smiling or ever cheerful face. But for that, we don't. We should not only pay attention to our outer posture, but we should also pay attention our inner postures, our inner thoughts, our inner attitudes, our inner emotions, because that is ultimately which is going to come on the face. So we have to take care of both outside and inside postures. Shanti, I hope that many of you must have done yesterday's homework of smiling, of having a smiling face for one complete day.
Om Shanti, Didi. The
Om Shanti.
Murli speaks a lot about dharana.
Yes,
In everything, we have to imbibe and inculcate.
yes.
Just like yesterday's homework, even I try to smile sometimes, but to inculcate and make it a dharana as part of your natural thing is not there.
Okay, so this is just the starting of your journey, Anubhav, and that is why you may feel that this is not natural or this is very much difficult, because there was a time when we you just imagine when we were in such an elevated stage, when we were in such a higher consciousness, and 24/7 we were in soul conscious stage, 24/7 we were in elevated consciousness, 24/7 we were having a smiling cheerful face. Maybe at that moment of time, when someone say that please make your face very serious for next 5 hours, so at that moment of time that was not natural for us to have a serious face or to have anger on the face for a long period of time. So now now the opposite is happening. Something that was natural for us at some point of time, now that has become unnatural, and the journey is to go back to our originality, to go back to our original nature, and this is the journey. So this seems difficult because we are, most of the time we have become so much trained to be a body. We have stopped working at energy level, we have stopped thinking at energy level. We are too much at the body level, physical energy level. We are not working at the spiritual energy level. So if we keep on shifting ourselves from physical energy level to the spiritual energy level, if we keep on reminding ourselves that I'm not this physical body, I'm not this physical energy, I'm the one who is eternal, I'm the one who has come from eternal home, I'm the one who belong to eternal Father, and the one who belongs to the ocean of love. So if we keep on reminding this, so this reminding or this again and again affirmations to ourselves are making us feel comfortable with which we are not comfortable at this moment of time. And then we'll start feeling that this is not that much difficult. This is something which is very natural, which is coming naturally to me. So you did that for the first time, maybe you felt that that is not natural, that is difficult to inculcate. But inculcation is not a one-day journey. It's a journey of few months or few years, and it may take a few months to inculcate one single virtue. Suppose you want to inculcate the virtue of having a smiling face. This we call it cheerfulness. So it may take few months. You keep on practicing, and then after a period of time, you'll feel that the smile from your face is not vanishing again and again. It is there permanently. So this is a journey, Anuji.
So, Devi, the reminders, attention on self will help me imbibe and inculcate and improve my dharana.
Yes, inculcation to do inculcation, the only thing which we have to keep in mind is attention, which we have to keep in mind is knowledge. So when the knowledge misses out, then we again come back to the old track. But attention is the only instrument, or attention is the only weapon which is going to uh, keep us safe, or which is going to help us in this journey of inculcation. Because inculcation is the third thing. First thing is knowledge, second thing is meditation, third thing comes with the inculcation. Knowledge is very easy. We Knowledge is like an information, but when we implement that knowledge, or like you had the knowledge, or you are having the knowledge that you are a peaceful soul, now you are trying to experience this peace during meditation. And if you have experienced that peace for 1 minute or 2 minutes or 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then it is very easy to be in the peaceful stage while coming in our daily life. So, second is experience, and the third comes in the inculcation. If you have experienced something, if you have experienced peace, it is easy to be peaceful in your day. If you have experienced love, if you experience that your original nature is love, then it is very easy to behave in a lovely manner, to behave in a caring manner. So, first is knowledge, second is meditation, yoga, connection with myself, with my original nature, and connection with the Supreme also. And third is the inculcation. So, this is and the fourth is service. So sometimes we directly try to jump on the service. So that is not the right path. First, understand the knowledge, try to experience that. Experience will lead to inculcation, and inculcation will lead to the service. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Didi. So, attention is more on the self, correct?
Yes,
Okay, thank you, Didi.
attention is more on the self, and in the self also on the thoughts, on the emotions, what is going on inside my head, inside my mind.
Correct. My thoughts, my behavior, my subtle things.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you, Didi. Lots of homework.
thank you. And one question is purity in four aspects. How can I practice purity of dreams? So dreams are basically Vedaraji. Dreams are basically what what energy we are continuously creating when we are in the awakened state. So if we start having full control, and we start creating the thoughts of purity in conscious stage, then that slowly impacting our subconscious level, and then the dreams also start becoming pure. So this is very dreams means purity at a very deep level. So if we start um, uh, from the first step, so first step, second step, third step, and then slowly, the our life has become pure. It is not like that we are practicing purity for for 1 hour a day or 2 hour a day or 5 days a month. No, the purity has become the way of life. And when the purity becomes the way of life, then it goes at a very deeper level, and then it starts impacting our dreams also. The way impurity right now is impacting our dreams, in the same way, purity also starts impacting our dreams. Om Shanti.
So any other experience, please share also. Or in,
So, if any of you experienced something in this journey, so you can share why we are emphasizing on sharing your experience, because your experience can be an inspiration for someone else. Maybe you have experienced something which someone else is feeling that this is not possible. But when you share your experience, then maybe that person starts feeling, okay, if someone can experience, then I also can, and he or she may give that a try. So that is why we also emphasize that if you are having any experience, that can be some subtle experience, that can be change in your behavior, that can be change in your thought patterns, that can be change in the number of thoughts you are having per day. The change can be of any type, or any type of experience you may have. That can be of long time experience or small time experience. So it will be very nice if you share your experience, so that other can also be benefiting from that.
Didi, I'm getting more conscious day by day. Like
Conscious
yesterday,
in what way?
like yesterday, homework was given to be happy, to be have a
Hmm?
smiling face. So after some time, I get a thought to be more happy. Then I get conscious. No, I don't have to do this. I have to be happy. So I'm getting
Okay.
conscious day by day. No,
Mhm.
this is not to be done. This is not the way of a true soul. So I'm
Mhm.
getting in that way.
Very nice. And this is what we call the life of awareness. And this is not uh, only when you are meditating, sitting, or doing something. This is a way of
Uh,
life.
And one more thing, I'm getting more connected to the God's soul. Like I be conscious, no, I'm connected to someone high authority. So
Mm,
I don't have to do this. I have to be a
mm.
pure soul.
Right, right. So the connection with the Supreme is also inspiring you to follow the right track, or to follow the track which is beneficial for you, or to follow the track which is taking you to the destiny of happiness. Thank you,
But at the
Maishanti.
same time, I am
Yeah.
feeling like I have to maintain the balance. Like I'm same time I am getting a lot of negative thoughts from the family members also.
What kind of thoughts you are getting
So
from
I'm
them?
realizing that also. Like they are thinking like if I am giving some examples, like I try to convince them this is not the right thing to do. So they are giving me, I felt some negative vibrations.
Okay, so this is not with your case only, and we suggest that when you feel that whatever you are speaking, or whatever you are sharing with somebody or with your family members is not having a positive impact, then we say that stop sharing that,
Mm.
and start doing that. So because actions have more impact than the words, so actions speak louder than the words. So this is all about in today's blessing also, that we can donate virtue through our deeds. So if you are feeling that some negative energy is coming, stop saying anything, stop correcting anybody, just start doing
Okay.
The way you feel right, or the way you get the direction from the Supreme as a right way. So you start doing that way. You keep on maintaining a good consciousness for yourself, for others also. Keep on seeing them not as ordinary relationship. Keep on seeing them very elevated souls, the child of Supreme, not an ordinary thing. So keep on uplifting your consciousness inside. Do not say anything with the words. If you really want to say anything to them, then use the language of the thoughts, because the language of thoughts reach faster than the language of words.
Okay.
Maishaji,
And
you had.
how can I use that thoughts like through vibrations?
Suppose you feel that someone is doing something which is not right, or which you feel he or she should not do, or which Supreme is also saying that that should not be done, and you feel that you should correct him or her, but you also know that if you go to him, if you go to that person, then he or she is going to reject your idea. So just be a detached observer. Just see him. Do not be a family
Okay.
member at that moment of time. Just say that I am a soul and I am seeing a soul brother doing something. And mentally I am requesting him. Mentally I am saying to him, this is not the right way. You please try this doing this way. So in this way, you can send the energy. And when you start sending energy at mental level, then there is no blockage from their side. Because if you are saying something, then their ego comes in between, or maybe their pre-assumptions, maybe they are biased about something, and then that your words cannot reach to them. But if you are speaking through words with very good bhavna, the bhavna is very important, because if you are having something that I am superior, then that bhavana is going to go them and they are not going to change. But if you are having a very pure feeling for them, that I just want you also to enjoy the life, you also to be perfect, and that is why this is the right way to do. So with this kind of energy, with this kind of vibration, you always keep on talking to them, even they are not aware that you are talking to them, but the energy is going to them, and that is going to show the results very fast.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, instead of correct others, why not I complete myself as I am soul? Yes, Likhe Chandanji. Uh, Abhijit Bhai is sharing a question by Vedaraji. I'm practicing connection with Supreme many times a day, but to connect exactly every hour for a minute is difficult. How can I do? If you are finding this difficult, then okay, uh, do not be so much rigid. You just connect with him whenever you remember. Whenever you feel like I have to connect, okay, I got connected. So maybe when you become that much natural, so maybe you do connection twice in an hour. So just do not go to the number that I have to do every hour. Just go with your feeling, because if you are having so much interest towards something, so that will automatically attract your attention. And so do this exercise tomorrow, and just observe that how many times you got connected with the Supreme without observing that I have to connect in every hour. Just be natural, and then see in the end of the day that how many times you got connected with the Supreme Vedaraji.
So, Chandan bhai, can you explain some experience yourself?
Shukriya Bhaiji, Abhijit Bhaiji, thank you very much. As I am listening to all the listener or participant or Baba child queries, and as sister has been Salu sister, so much multiple dimension, because I see the queries of Anu Didi and other MYSHA VIG, I cannot pronounce correctly, and other who are listening quietly. Just want to share that take it easily and naturally, as a Murli. Don't try to take it forcefully, because the Murli has itself a magic. From my experience, even though you doesn't understand the Murli, uh, out of 2.5 pages Murli, take one word at a time, whatever word, just like some of you have been sharing that the smile of yesterday homework. So that attention itself is the biggest achievement for our soul to get a churn on that word, because Baba try to touch you as according to your 63 bots body consciousness karmic account and your 21 bots your Pursartha. Baba will guide you on Murli on every aspect. From my last 12-year experience, I've been feeling that Baba had already said everything, but I never noticed. But he will keep on repeating on each and every day a same subject, as a soul conscious, as a body consciousness. Sometime Ravan, today Baba talk on the purity. So at last line Baba again said that this much for the purity. Now this is vast sacred subject. Again I'll open you lot in coming days, like that Baba end up. So this Murli doesn't go as a one word, but it has multi dimensions. So if you try to take one word or some lines, or some of sister has been asking a double light, so try to take that word and apply on your daily life challenges, so that it will help you to inculcate, Salu sister has been clearing on inculcations and seva. So and no need to worry that even though you are unable to apply, then to again, when something you cannot apply, then Baba will again repeat that thing on another dimension and another way. For example, uh, I'll ask some of you participants to say that 2 plus 2 equals to how much? It is a simple answer. Someone please respond. 2 plus 2
Four.
equals to how much? 4. Thank you very much. So again I'll ask one thing. Is it only one way to get 4 as a 2 plus 2 equals to 4, or there is another way to get a
No.
result 2 plus 2?
3 plus 1.
So
Three
so
plus 1. We can get it by 3 plus 1 also.
plus 1. So if we on out of 9 participants, we can develop a 90 new ways of getting the result. Means 8 minus 4 also equals to 4. 2 into 2 is also equals to 4. Like that we can develop a multi-dimension. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus equals to 4. In this way, we soul has been carrying a different understanding and different karmic accounts. So according to that, Baba will uh, give the Murli direction in each aspect. So even though we as Nimitta soul or sometimes Salu Didi cannot clarify you, but you again ask same with your heart to Baba, and tomorrow the answer will come. From my 12-year experience, I get every answer, whatever I can't get by people word or versions. And this Baba has secret meaning of everything. For example, double light has been asking. So a word itself has a meaning, one thing, and another is word on what context it is coming. Means a sentence itself has another meaning, and what the sentence essence or means emotional feeling on what relationship Baba is talking as a father, as a children, as a mother. Each has another aspect. Another is the deep secret of 5,000 years of this world transformation that is sacred, is also hidden. So in another Hindi language, Sabdartha, Vakyartha, Bhavartha, Guyartha. So in this way, if we try to chant on Murli, once you try to chant on Murli, Baba sometimes tell us that this Murli is like a tiger milk. So this is so much powerful that tiger milk cannot sit on ordinary vessels. It should have a golden vessels. सो आई ट्राई टू कभी कभार बाबा बोलते हैं मुरली में कि जस्ट अ मिनट या मिटिबा बाबा कबर कबर मुरली में बोलता है कि ये शेरनी का दूध है, सोने के बर्तन में ही ठहरते। तो इस तरह से इन दिस वे बाबा ट्राई टू मेक आवर intellect as a golden intellect. So this much today I want to share. Later on, if any other queries or on this journey, I'll be joining with you. Thank you for all the Baba child, and you are all the luckiest child because Baba has been using you with a digital means and connectivity, but never feel like that you are getting a knowledge on a digital, because Baba has the magic. He can touch every souls in different angle and different dimension, and Baba has the blessing for every one of you as a last so fast and fast so fast child. So we will carry on this journey. Either I am 12 years or someone has 30 years, or you children as a 7 days, uh, uh, just a beginning. It's no need to worry, because we all study the same chapter, same lessons, and same only a four letter: A B C D. A for Atma, B for Baba, C for Baba connections as a love, and D for drama. This much we have to practice, and this is the first lesson, and this is the last lesson Baba will taught us. So let's carry on with this journey with a smile. Thank you, Abhijit Bhaiji, and thank you, Solu sister. You has been explaining so much powerful and clearly, and all the participants and all the Baba child who has been listening to me, making me as a nimitta. Thank you very much. Thank you, Abhijit Bhaiji, and thank you all the family. Let's carry on with this journey. One family, one world, and one heaven we have to create. Thank you very much. Om Shanti.
ठीक है, तो we can again tomorrow we will read the Murli, and also please practice the Murli, because this is available on website also. So you can also in Google official Murli, in a mobile Murli also is app. This is a official Murli app. You can get English Murli also. In other language also Murli is available. So if you have any issues for finding Murli, you can send one message to admin also.
And there
Shanti
is
ji,
homework
हाँ जी,
also for today. And because Chandan Bhai shared in very beautiful way that every soul has his version or his way of understanding the things. And so yeah, I also agree with him that do not be very much impatient. Take this very lightly and just enjoy the Murli, even if you are not inculcate 100%, because no one can inculcate one Murli 100%. That is why he's teaching since last 85 years. So just be relaxed, and whatever you find that okay, whatever is your call from inside, that okay, this is what I can inculcate, or this is what I can practice, go with that. And even in the homework, we are giving some practices to you, and if you feel that okay, uh, you do that practice until you enjoy that practice. And when you start feeling stressful or you feel very heavy because of that practice, so I'll suggest that don't go for that. And from today's Murli, we are taking that the homework. The homework is to this is a very heavy subject. Purity in itself is a very heavy subject. So purity is the ultimate inculcation. So we'll try to check at each level, at the level of our thoughts and emotions, then at the level of words, and then at the level of karma. So we during the whole day we will try to check that is there any mixture of purity with impurity, like is there any mixture of pure thoughts and then sometimes some negative emotions or some trace of anger or hatred or jealousy. Then if that is coming, try to remove that. In the same way, check at your words level that am I speaking the words which are of very elevated, which are carrying very elevated or pure energy. And there is, if there is some mixture of some ordinary words or some waste words, then try to cut them. And the same is at the action level, that try to check that is my actions are full of purity, my actions are giving are spreading good vibrations all around, or am I disturbing some others because of my actions, or am I disturbing my nearby environment because of my actions. Then this action should be corrected. So whenever you feel like in the day, in the morning, starting from a beautiful thought, and then keep on having that attention the whole day, at the thought level, at the word level, and then at the action level. Okay, so Om Shanti. Um,
Shanti. So, can we end the meeting, sister?
yes, we can end the meeting, and I'll thank Chandan Bhai for his experience. And yeah, thank you. Thanks.
All right. So, thank you, Sister Shanu. Thank you, Brother Chandan. And thank you, everyone, for joining with us today. We'll meet again tomorrow. Om Shanti. Good night.
Om Shanti.